the STO. This car is about to be absolutely mental. We're shooting for 3,000 horsepower, even fire engine, S63. Look at that bad boy right there. Yo, we're ready to start it actually. Everybody wants to know what cars we have left, Tony. We are about to show you guys. Oh, keys, here we go. Let's go. We're in the back car. We're gonna take a tour of royalty so we can show everybody what cars are left in Houston's personal collection. Oh. So it's basically a fleet update. So welcome back today, guys, to the vlog. Tony and I, it's Friday. It's actually Good Friday, which is a cool day because it makes Friday better because it's good. It makes Friday good, makes Monday a holiday, I think, doesn't it? Monday's a holiday. Actually, I love the holidays because, you know, when you got kids, they just get so excited. Anyways, let's take a little sweet tour of our setup back here. Nothing cool on the line. All right, let's go in. We're gonna go in, we're gonna take a little tour, and we're gonna talk about some of the updates to the fleet. The four-seater back cart is back, and I've got really bad news and really good news. The good news is that all the problems that I had with it are fixed. The bad news is that this is the most expensive fucking piece of equipment I've ever bought in my whole goddamn life. And I'm very frustrated with how much I spent on it, but it's done. If anybody can guess what the back cart cost, okay, you gotta be realistic, all right? This is a handmade steel back cart with factory bucket seats, with the electric motor. Now, everybody who follows Lambo Jesus online, my boy Alex, he was the one who introduced me to Mark Irvin, the guy that built this back cart for me. He built a tumbler, he built a whole bunch of stuff. Alex's tumbler is fucking epic, right? My back cart is the four-seater version, it's the one-off version. It looks sick, it actually drives good. We had a bunch of brake issues in the beginning, a bunch of power steering issues. Now we are set. So guess the price of this? I don't know, we'll send you guys something, okay? Someone's gonna get something free for guessing the right price. Here we go with the first new addition to the Houston fleet. This is a 2006 Lotus Exige. Now, this car has 1,529 miles. It is fucking flawless. It is perfect. The car is absolutely amazing. I purchased this car for $70,000 and some change on Bring a Trailer, and I added a bunch of cool stuff. I put the Sector 111 or whatever it's called, Kinetic shifter on it. I'm gonna do the steering wheel soon. I did cables, I did clutch, I did a whole bunch of great things. Let me see if I can pop this open and show you guys. This car here has a custom turbo kit on it, and it runs on VP 109. 109 or 110? 110. 110. It runs on some VP 1 something. I got a barrel of it around here somewhere. Listen, the guy that owned this car bought it brand new in 2006. Only put 1,500 miles on it in that long of a time. And it looks like it. And he also spent like, I don't know, $50,000 putting this turbo kit on. I was like, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to own this car. It was just an absolute perfect car. So in 2010, I actually bought a 2007 Lotus Exige S, and I took the supercharger off and I turboed it in my own little garage in my own apartment. I did it all by myself. I bought the car for $23,000 from a CarMax drive-through, like where they used to, when you go to CarMax, you used to drive through the service bay to get a quote on your car. And way before all this new stuff. The guy was getting $21,000 for it, and I said, I'll give you $23,000. And got a loan from a credit union, and I paid it. I put $8,000 down. It was an amazing story. I'll get into that one other day in some of the video, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get this car, and now it's here. So, second update is the STO. Now this car here is obviously not broken anymore, as you can see.
Leaking.
Yeah, we'll call him.
Everything in the front's new. I didn't fix anything. I've got all the broken parts in back. This right here is basically going to be the best version of this car absolutely possible. Now, currently, right now, it's kind of semi-disassembled. The wheels should be showing up today. I got some really cool, aggressive wheels. Now, they were on someone else's STO on eBay. We have another STO here that currently needs a wheel. And I was gonna buy a wheel and just basically put it on there. But I like these wheels, but they're offsets, whatever. I saw these wheels on eBay and I was like, they're pretty cool, so I picked them up. They're very cool. Tony, open the door for us. So here is the interior currently. Now, if you guys follow me and follow the things that I do, you know that this is getting the sickest custom audio, the sickest custom interior, the sickest custom everything.
As sick as the interior is about to be, you can ride around with this car with no radio.
Well, it
doesn't, I'm just saying.
What kind of dumbass thing would that be? No radio.
I'm just saying.
No radio. If you follow me on Instagram, E3 Upholstery, the guys at E3 are doing something absolutely epic in here. Okay, this right here is going to be something that is one of my favorites that I've ever done. But check out these little overlays. Like they kind of scam you at Lambo. Like look down here, this aluminum carbon overlay. How stupid, right? So it's like 50% aluminum in the front, and then they like do this carbon overlay thing in the back, right? So like the fuel tank has a, this is a carbon piece here, and it's like molded. You see how it's glued, right? The center tunnel is carbon. It's like all glued, so it's like aluminum, carbon overlay. It's kind of a scam. So Lambo, you know, you're not fooling me. In the engine bay, I'll show you guys the engine actually right now, but as the back, all brand new. This piece wasn't that damaged. I don't know, on the rear, it had like a little crack over there. So I went ahead and bought a brand new one. Other ones over there, I'll show it to you in a second, but factory carbon everything. So this car is about to be absolutely mental. We're shooting for 3,000 horsepower, even fire engine. If you guys follow Steve Morris, he posted a dyno video of my engine about 2 months or 3 months ago. This is the billet motor that I've got a full even fire setup in, 10,000 RPMs, sounds like a Murcielago. Can't wait, it's so sick, epic. It looks literally perfect. Over here, you guys can see this is the factory bumper that came on there, the STO. So here, see how it was red? Remember that? I changed the red to factory color. Little nugget of information. This is factory Lambo paint. They just painted over the color. So like this came from the factory like this, where it was the bronze and then they painted red over it. Really stupid. I got a spare ventilator bumper if anybody needs one. All right, back here, nothing really changed. I mean, technically, Mercy's still here. You know, we got the Hummer. I sold that to my boy Julius. This car right here, I really want to buy this car. It's my friend's car. I was thinking about buying it so I could put it on Barrett Jackson. This is a 66 Lincoln Continental. It's gone through like crazy restoration. Right here, look at this. Everything is new on this car. Everything. Look at the wheels. Color match on the wheels, the doors. There's actually Focal audio hidden away in here. The factory radio controls work. It's so dope. It's on air suspension. This thing's sick. It's $200,000, right, to buy this car. It's got the factory motor, but it's all been, you know, worked through and everything. It looks good. You can kind of see it. It's all tucked and fancy. Factory motor. I don't know what it is because I'm not an old car guy. I don't know. You guys let me know if I should buy this. $200,000. I think I can get $250,000 if I put this at Barrett Jackson. So I could potentially flip it and make like 50 grand. Or if someone else wants to buy this for $200,000, I would love to help my boy out because it's been sitting here for like 5 or 6 months. And he moved to Florida. He needs to sell some of the things because his Florida house is a high rise. So he can't really have all his cars. And he's got his big ones over there. This is one of his little project cars. So that's technically not mine, but I could pay $200 for it, put it at Barrett Jackson. So you guys, if you want to see that 66 Lincoln on the channel, you let me know. Now we've got to go to the shop. Oh my God, you just turned it off.
Any slower?
Well, it's a camera. It's actually a field monitor.
I see that.
How are we gonna know if we're gonna get damaged right now?
Could you do me a favor? Hold this beer while I back it up.
What you are watching is live footage of a vehicle apparently stolen, being pursued by police.
At the shop. Now this is where all of my cars actually live. So if you ever want to know what kind of cars I got, well, they're right over here. We're gonna go to one car specifically and I'll give you guys an update on it. Right now, you guys can guess what car we're here for. 2020 S-Class. S63. Look at that bad boy right there. We've got the whole front of the car back together. All the parts are coming in. Look, see, we even got, this is an oil filter right here. We've got the gearbox filter, or the gearbox fluid right there. This is all ready to go. We're ready to start it, actually. We got the meth line re-ran right here, and you can see all the, look at all this. All this custom wiring. It's all obviously unorganized right now. But look at how much custom stuff is on this car. I mean, you can see these wires here, all this blue stuff right here. That's for additional pumps, all that stuff. This is the body damage on the side. We got the front. But I went ahead and made the decision to switch to carbon ceramic brakes. These are factory Mercedes carbon ceramic brakes. We've got the new bronze color, which actually matches really well, in my opinion, versus the red. Pretty dope with the orange leather. Now everything on the inside's clean. I mean, we got some dirt right here. We cleaned up most of it. No airbags, obviously, because this damage happened when the car was not even turned on. In the back, we've got factory carbon insert for the bumper, front and rear. So I've got the carbon piece here, the carbon piece that goes up in there, and then we've got the carbon ceramic rotors. Here's one of the front calipers right here. That I'm waiting for. See, I've got one rotor, one caliper. We're waiting for the other caliper and the other rotor, and then the brackets that mount them to the rotor, or to the hub assembly. I don't know, I'm losing my train of thought. Haven't had a Red Bull this morning. But yeah, the bracket that mounts this right here to the hub. So this side here, we got one fender damage, and then all this is PPF'd. So we got to take all the PPF off. I got new mirrors. I think I got the carbon mirrors, and it's going to be regular black again. So it's going to be shiny black, which is fine for now, but I'm going to have to do the matte PPF again. You can't really do it until 6 to 8 weeks after you paint it.
Ready to go, so that PPF doesn't affect the paint.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got this car right here. We're getting this one fixed up, and it's tough because, as you can see, we've got a lot of other junk in here that needs to be fixed. So yeah, this is a little bit of a mess. The rest of it, well, that's what we got to sit down and talk about. So let's go to Sanctuary. Let's get a nice, comfortable seat. Let's talk about where the rest of the cars are. So out of the, how many cars do I have, Tony?
What were we up to? 20, 24?
How many are here?
What, 3?
They're almost everywhere. 16 cars are missing from the royalty compound.
Yeah.
If anybody follows my wife, you know that she has this beautiful new furniture store. It's right here next to Royalty. Royalty's just over there. It's very high end. You know, it's not like IKEA or anything like that. As you can see, there's a beautiful little space in here. There's some fancy tables. Let's just talk about the rest of the cars. Cars that are the most important, and I think everybody wants to know about, is A, the Koenigsegg, which, I mean, you guys see it all the time. I sent it after Lehigh opening. They just put a brand new power steering pump in it, and it just felt too light. It felt kind of dangerous. I took it on a drive, and I felt like the pump was on like supercharged. Just touch it with your finger, it would just move. And when you're going really fast, that scared me. So I just took it back to them so they can look at the pump, because I mean, I would have done it myself, but if I paid, you know, $29,000 a lot of money to have the service done, it's better if they just do it themselves, because it's good for the service records too. I have a little update with that car coming in the next video. Wild, absolutely no one's gonna understand why kind of shit's gonna happen with that car. I will be shocking everybody in the next video. The 3 old school cars that I got, the Countach, 2 Countach, and the LM. Yes, the LM, the body is in the showroom, right? But the engine, so I was able to source a brand new engine for the car. So I found an engine out of Germany. It's literally, Evans Automotive is going through it, doing brand new pistons, brand new rings, brand new rods, heads, all the service. It's going to be a completely 100% ground up mechanical restoration. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go through and do a body restoration, and I'm going to put the interior in the car that I think it should be, because originally that car was black with a white interior. So it would look cooler, right? It would look a little bit better, and that's a little bit more period correct for that car as well. Black car, I'm gonna sell at Monterey Car Week this year. I expect that car to get over $1 million, both carbureted. But the Phantom is so dope. I can't wait to show you guys. Like, I'm gonna make its own video
of how amazing the audio is. I've got the 63 4x4 squared that I'm currently driving, well, kind of driving, it's broken because that axle thing. So I think Mercedes has agreed to buy it back. Like there's so many things to drive, and
there's other, I mean, these are the big cars on your list.
Yeah, there's like 8 other cars on the list that I don't even haven't.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Range Rovers, there's the other SUVs you have the other smaller exotic cars, but those are really irrelevant. They're just kind of in the bunch.
Realistically, I mean, there's like over 20 cars. Really need to figure out what to do with them because I want to scale down. Building right now my own personal office, it only can hold about 15 cars. Stay tuned for the next one because the one right after this is going to be a complete shocker.